Hello guys, meme voice here. Today I wanted to talk a bit about how Alisaie works and why she deals more damage than what you might be thinking. Her kit is definitely weird, that's for sure, but she's one of the most enjoyable characters thanks to her multiple usages and longevity. First of all, you have to remember that you need at least one value of mana, be it black or white, to activate their respective effects. Having at least one black mana will increase her attack, while having at least one white mana will give her brave regeneration. Having more than one mana will not increase the value of the attack buff or the brave regeneration, so even if you have 7 white mana the brave regeneration will still be the same as if it was at 1. Alisaie's first skill will always add white mana, while her second skill always adds black mana. So if you value more brave regeneration, start with Verero. If you value more attack, then start with Verthunder. I personally prefer having an attack boost at the beginning, so I'm gonna start with Verthunder, and after that use Verero to get the brave regeneration as well. Verero will grant 3 white mana, while Verthunder 3 black mana. After using Verero, the skill will change to Verstone, and after using Verthunder, it'll change to Verfire. These skills also add 4 white mana for Verstone, and 4 black mana for Verfire. These skills don't consume turns, so it's basically free damage. Moreover, these skills will also give you a buff called Dual Cast that raises your speed, and will give you a free skill use on the next turn. While Dual Cast is active, never use skills such as Attack Advance or Enchantment Redoublement, because it would be a waste. Even if you reach the cap with mana, it's still better to use a normal skill while Dual Cast is on, since it's free. After using Verstone or Verfire, your X skill will be up. You can use your X with no worries, since even if you have Dual Cast on, it will extend the buff by 1 more turn. Also, her X skill doesn't consume turns, and will give you another turn immediately after. Here I have 7 white mana and black mana, which is the maximum amount, but I decided to use Verero anyway, because the Dual Cast buff is still on. Now that Dual Cast is gone, I can use Enchanted Redoublement. This HP attack is extremely powerful, and it required 4 white mana and 4 black mana. But be careful, because if you reach 0 mana on one or both sides, you will lose the buff or the brave regeneration. For this reason, you need to use Enchanted Redoublement only when you have at least 5 mana on both sides. This combo that I'm doing right now is very powerful. Keep in mind that the X skill will also increase both black and white mana by 2. When you have 7 mana on both sides and your X is up, you can use Redoublement to reach 3 mana on both sides, then use the X to bring the mana up to 5, and then use Redoublement again. This way you will get to 1 mana on each side and you won't lose the attack buff or the brave regeneration. Let's watch it again. After using Enchanted Redoublement, you'll be able to use either Verholy or Verfla. They both raise mana by 5. Choose which one to use, based on the amount of mana that you have, but also on the amount of skills left. After using Verholy or Verflare, this is what will happen to the skills. If you use Verholy, the first skill will turn into Verstone, while the second one will return to the skill it was before becoming Verflare. So for example, if it was Verthunder, it'll go back to Verthunder. If it was Verfire, it'll go back to Verfire. The same will happen when using Verfla. The second skill will turn into Verfire, while the first one will return to the one it was before becoming Verholy. So for example, if it was Verero, it'll go back to Verero. If it was Verstone, it'll go back to Verstone. At this point, I could have used Enchanted Redoublement, since I had enough mana, but I decided to use Fire instead. The reason I've done this is because if I used Enchanted Redoublement and then Flare, I would have wasted a possible dual cast buff. Let me explain better, because this is probably the most complicated part about this video. Arrow and Thunder don't provide any dual cast buff. For this reason, it's better to use Holy or Flare in place of Arrow or Thunder, so that next turn you will get Stone or Fire, as if you had used Arrow or Thunder. This way, you'll be using Flare or Holy to change Thunder or Arrow into Fire or Stone. And since Holy and Flare are way more powerful than Arrow and Thunder, you will be dealing way more damage, while at the same time changing the skill to Stone or Fire. As you can see here, Flare has become Fire, while before it was Thunder. This way, I used Flare in place of Thunder, dealing more damage and still changing the skill to Fire. Let's watch this part one more time, starting from when I use Fire, and look at how the skills change. This is all I could teach you about Alisaie. As you can see, she doesn't deal an incredible amount of damage per turn, but at the end of this match she only used 24 turns, while she probably acted more than double. And as you know, turns are one of the most important things to think of when you want to reach a high score. She is a character that, if used effectively, will get you very high scores, and can cheese a lot of content with her turn manipulation. Thank you all for watching. Remember that if you have any questions, you can ask me below in the comment, and I'll answer as fast as I can. Bye bye, have a good day, and I'll see you on the next video.